opportunity meeting. We're going to have another really, really great meeting tonight. I'm really happy that you're here with us. We're going to talk about this amazing patch. It's called the X39. Now, this is not a transdermal patch. It's actually a frequency patch. So when you put this patch on, what happens is it sends a frequency to your skin that tells your body to elevate the GHK copper peptide. And if you're brand new tonight and you don't know anything about the GHK copper peptide, I can tell you when I started, I knew absolutely nothing about it, and I had to Google it. And what I learned is that the GHK copper peptide is the holy grail to anti-aging. What it does is it resets 3,000 to 4,000 of your genes to a younger, more youthful state, and it activates your body's own stem cells. So as I said, it's a frequency patch, not transdermal. Kind of like when we stand in the sun and the sunlight sends a frequency that hits our skin that tells our body to elevate vitamin D. This works in the same kind of technology in this completely unimpressive little round circle that looks almost like a Band-Aid. So for myself, I've had amazing results, though I have to tell you in the 3.5 years, I haven't felt anything. What I noticed immediately is that I was sleeping better. And the way I knew that is because I was dreaming more. After using X39 for about 3 weeks, what I noticed is I wasn't just dreaming more, I was remembering my dreams for 3 and 4 days later, which is incredible. Then I went to California with a girlfriend of mine who's an esthetician, and she said, Onyx? I said, yes. She said, you know that age spot on your face? And I said, yes. She said, it's 75% smaller and 75% lighter. Then I noticed my hair was growing like crazy. I know it doesn't look like I have long hair right now, but I go get it cut every 2 weeks so that I can keep it short because I love to do hot yoga. And I love having short hair with the hot yoga. And then I had the most amazing thing happen. I have one of those fancy periodontal dentists, and you go in and he actually maps the pockets of your gums. I have a map of my gums before I started wearing X39. After I wore X39 for 1 year, I went in and he started mapping the pockets of my gums, and he stops and he says, Onyx? And I said, yes. He said, what's going on? I said, what do you mean? He said, 75% of your pockets are gone. He said, has your dental hygiene changed? And I said, no, sir, I'm sorry, it has not. And he said, well, this doesn't make any sense. As we get older, it doesn't get better, it gets worse. Now, after using the X39 for 2 years, I went in again. He began trying to map the pockets of my gum, and I opened my mouth and he says, wow. And I said, what's that mean? And he said, these are completely healthy gums. So this product has allowed my body to heal itself. This product doesn't cure, heal, mitigate, or treat anything. But when you activate your body's own stem cells, your body has a black box, like my body has a black box, and your body will send your stem cells to your weakest link so your body can heal itself. Matt and Kim, are you all on?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. We're going to have a very fun night tonight. We have senior presidential directors, Matt and Kim Curtis. To be perfectly honest, I've known these two longer than I've known Steve and Gina. So we've been friends for a very, very, very long time. So I'm really happy to be here with you again tonight.
Yeah, we're excited. Kim and I we're gonna have some fun tonight with everybody. We want everybody to relax. You know, this is an incredible opportunity. So open your ears, open your mind, and let's get ready to have a lot of fun. Well, hey, first of all, we'll tell a little bit about ourselves. Kim is my high school sweetheart. We have been together. I met her in a sandbox. We've been together over 40 years, and you can tell we're not quitters. So let's just say Kim's not a quitter. But anyway, we have been having the time of our lives with Onyx and Steve and Gina, building this Start X39 and this X39 patch business. I call the name of the website, but we are so excited to be on and to share our testimony with you about what the patch is doing for us. I was a carpenter. I've been a carpenter since I was a kid. They put a hammer in my hand when I was still in school. And I, like Steve, negotiated my way out of high school and went into the trades right away. And we had a great life. I was a carpenter and Kim was a stay-at-home mom. We have 3 daughters and a son. And we love this industry. Years ago, we were able to walk away from my carpentry business, and spent 13 years of total freedom in the direct sales business. We do love that about this. It gives you both time and money. So if you're out there thinking, wow, if you're looking, that you're in the right place. Even if you're not looking, you're in the right place, because this patch is going to change your life. So say hi, Kim, and then we'll share what the patch is.
He's still bossing you around after all these years, huh?
Oh, that's not right.
So I'm excited to be on the call tonight. And it is true, Onyx, we've been together for quite a while, and Onyx is a motivator, and she started motivating us when we were very young to get in the real estate and start sharing the real estate and having fun with that and learning that industry a little bit. So we got to, in exchange, share a little bit about this industry with Onyx. And Matt and I feel like this is one of the best professions or industries that there is. And because of the things that we're going to share on the call today about the freedom and the different things that you can do in your life that maybe weren't possible with your traditional company or with the business that you have now. And also, I'm super excited about the training system we have. If you're on here for the first time and you're looking at a business, which is LifeWave and the Patch and David Schmidt, and then we have the other side of our company, and that's Quantum Field and all the training and the websites that we get to share and the YouTube, and we have so much educational things that you can share with your team. So we have the resources that you're going to need to build a big business. And what I love about this presentation that we're getting ready to do is, on one hand, we get to learn about the product and all its benefits you're going to see. And then on the other hand, we have such an educational resource system. You're going to learn about that and how that can help grow your business. So I want to share a little bit about my testimony, because we've been on the patches about 10 months and we didn't have any expectations. We knew a little bit about stem cells, like you probably do. And we started using the patch, but for the past 6 years, I've had adult onset asthma, and it's not something that you get occasionally. It's something that you live with. It's part of the quality of your life, and it's really hard, and it affects the people that are around you, because Matt had to live with me with this constant coughing.
I love you, baby.
And so I'm happy to say that, as we started using the patch, I started noticing different things. And as you trust the person that invited you on this call and you start using the patch for yourself, you're going to get your own testimony and different things that you notice. And like Onyx said, not everyone notices things right away, but as you go the course, as you journey with the patch, you are going to notice different changes in your body, and it's all kinds of different things. But for me, I really wanted some significant difference with my asthma. And at first I didn't notice anything. So these are for the people that have tried the patch and they thought, we do have one patch wonders. I mean, literally we stick a patch on somebody and an hour later they're saying, I think I feel something. And then we have those that go along and it's a little while before they have any feeling. But I want to say something right here, because there's people that hesitate. I need to get my feeling. I need to totally learn everything. There's nothing wrong with educating yourself. I love education. But on the other hand, you need to get out there and start sharing this, because even if you don't get a testimony right away and you're sharing this with your friends and family, they definitely could. So I really was feeling a lot of great things from the patch, but my asthma was not necessarily going away. And I said to Matt, I'd love for this to take care of my asthma. So it was about 6 weeks along, and I started to notice a difference. And here we are 10 months later, and I have very few bouts of coughing or anything else.
Right.
And when I do, they're very short. I used to cough for 2 hours in the morning, and then right when Matt and I would lay down to go to bed at night, I'd start coughing again. And now I don't have that. It might be a couple minutes in the morning, and a lot of days I skip. It has been an incredible thing for me, relief, and has changed the quality of my life. So give the patch a chance to do the things in everybody's body is different. The patch is naturally healing your body. And so it's your body doing the healing. And so give yourself a chance to try the patches and get the testimony that you would have for yourself.
Come on, Kim. Hey, you know what? That is incredible. We were like praying, oh, I hope it works. I hope it works. And it's kind of not working. But what it does, hey, you know what the stem cell activation does for you? The first thing it does is it detoxes you, and it takes the inflammation out of your body, takes the inflammation out of your cells. Well, Kim was coughing because of inflammation in her lungs, and it took a while because it was chronic. adult onset asthma. And we're like, oh my Lord, it might not work. And then it did. And we've been so blessed ever since. My testimony, I'm like the 2-patch wonder. We went over to Steve and Gina's house. They stuck patches on us. I said, Steve, I hope it works. I had chronic foot pain. You know, I was 65 years old when they stuck a patch on me. And I'm like, hey, I'm 65. I'm going to have pain somewhere. I'd had it like for over a year. I had bad hips. I call them German Shepherd hips I got from my dad, and a bad shoulder from pounding on nails all those years. And I noticed right away, Kim had even bought me inserts of going in my shoes, and nothing really worked. In the morning, in the evening, same thing. My foot pain was there, but second, third day, fourth day, my pain started to subside that I'd had for close to a year, really chronic pain. And it went away. And every once in a while, I could feel a little tingle. So I'm stomping my feet on the ground, trying to find it. Like, where did it go? As a matter of fact, I thought about that today when I was like, man, I suffered with that, and now it's gone. And then we went on a trip. We ride up to North Carolina. I had a place up there for 15 years. And I know what it's like. You get out of, you're on the car 4 or 5 hours. We get all the way to Georgia. I have sometimes where we even get out of the car. I jumped out of the car. I took about 10 paces. And I, in astonishment, I turned around and pointed to my hips. And I said, Kim, my hips don't hurt. I didn't get out of the car like an old man anymore. I couldn't even believe it. And that was, close to a week on the patch, right? And then my arm, which was, they told me to get rotator cuff surgery a long time ago. I never broke a bone. I never got sliced on. I didn't intend to. And so my shoulder hurt. And I couldn't even touch the back of my neck. And now I tease because I know Onyx does hot yoga. That's why she didn't feel anything. The girl is so healthy. But the point is, I could barely touch the back of my neck. Now I can reach the center of my back of my neck. I couldn't do that before without any pain. So sleeping better, energy, aches and pains going away. We're not making any claims when your stem cells get activated. And we're going to talk more about that coming up. But that's why Kim and I are here, why we're so excited, why we go tell our friends. So if you're new on the call and you say your friend's acting kind of weird, they're excited, here's why. There's a possibility the patch is changing their lives like it has Kim and I. So I'm going to start bumping into the slides right now. We're going to respect everybody's time, try to get you through this really quick. It's really a lot of fun. What you're going to see here. Have you been patched yet? If you haven't been patched yet, and the person has got you on the call, we want to make sure that you get patches as soon as possible. What you want to do is we got the order form. You want to make sure that you get the order form out there and get it with whoever put you on the call tonight. Make sure you get your order form in tonight. There's a bunch of reasons, not only just physically, but also financially. It's important when you get your spot in the tree. So that's cool stuff. So the X39 stem cell activation patch. So here we are. The fewer the stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal, right? Part of what that is, and you can see down there, when you're 30, you only have about 50% of your stem cell activation. So, from the time you're 0 to 20 plus, when you're growing, you got 100% activation, right? Your body's still growing, it's still healing, it's doing everything it does. And then I've been saying forever, for over 30 years, somewhere around 40, your warranty wears out, right? So hundreds of millions of people are experiencing the symptoms of aging. And you could see at age 60, you lose almost all your stem cell activity. The studies show you have about 10% left. So look at somebody that's 60, if you're 60 as I am, and then look at somebody that's 70, 80, 90. You could see what's happening. And what's happening to you is you're aging because your stem cell activity has gone to zero and you start literally to fall apart. That's why kids don't have all the maladies and stuff that older people have, because when your stem cells are active, hey, it keeps you tight, keeps you healthy, keeps you young. So we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Here's how it works. It, like Onyx said, it's the holy grail of anti-aging is GHK, Cu copper peptides. It's made of organic nanocrystals, formulated to activate your own copper peptides. That's, like I said, the GHK is the holy grail of anti-aging. Age reversing, by the way, is what I meant to say, which this reactivates your own stem cells. Everyone's talking about stem cells. Tony Robbins even talks about in his book, hey, get some stem cells. But what everybody else is talking about, it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about $100 a month for a sleeve and $3.30 a day to activate your own stem cells. Everybody else is talking about, even if they go down into South Central America or wherever they're going, it's 5, 10, 15, 20,000 for stem cell injections. And then you still don't know, they got to put it in your muscle. You don't know if it's even going to work, and it costs a fortune. So guys, this is a no-brainer. And I know your friend has probably shared this with you already to put you on the call. $3.30 a day to activate your stem cells and to reset your genes to a younger state is off the chart.
And when you say stem cells to people, right away, people they've been looking for them, they've been studying them, their eyes light up and they're excited about. This is the easiest product that Matt and I've shared. I mean, it's incredible. We've only shared one other product, which was acai berry, but this product is trending. It is right now. It is what everybody's looking for. As soon as you say the word stem cell, how can I get my hands on it? I've been looking for this, or I've been studying and I wanted to try it. So
everybody's jacked up when you say stem cell activation. So hey, here's the company, LifeWave. Company growth. It's a 19-year-old company. And Onyx was here 3.5 to going on 4 years, close to that maybe. And it went from 20 million to 280 million in the last couple of years. Hey, since Steve and Gina and joined the quantum field team, Biz, I know Onyx and Steve and Gina and Kim are there. It's the fastest growing team in LifeWave, and we're opening over 75 countries. But since Kim and I, we've been involved like 10 months now, where we hit the highest level senior presidential director in 6 months. And the company's gone to like 320 million a year since our team's grown. And that's just off the chart. So that's where the growth is at. And you can see this company's going to go to $1 billion company. Here's David Schmidt. We got a chance to have dinner with David, go on a private sailboat cruise with him and really get to know him. I mean, this guy, I think he's 65. He looks like he's 40. And so it's working for him, right? He's got over 130 patents. We laugh because how many of your friends have any patents? Well, I don't know. I got to tell you, I don't know anybody with a patent. My son-in-law is in the startup business. And he says it's even hard to get a patent because you got to prove that what you have, nobody else has had yet, and it really works. So that's incredible. He's a scientist and inventor. He's a 2-time recipient of Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. Now, that doesn't mean a lot unless you're a scientist, but when you are, you understand that is a big, big deal. Such a personable guy, such a great leader, honesty, integrity, and just easy to warm up to. We've been spending some time with him.
One of his favorite places in the lab in a lab coat.
Come on, we like that too. Good stuff. So, hey, here again, we got a patent. So we're like, we got like 17 years left on the patent. And that's a big deal. No one else is going to be copying us with this patch. That's what's cool about it, is because we got it. You guys have the cookie. You have what everybody needs for $3.30 a day. We have stem cell activation, and it's not something, it's activating your own stem cells. And like Onyx explained in the beginning, it's hard to believe at first, but then very quickly, it just totally changes your life. So it's not a Me Too product like most companies. In this space, there's a lot of people that have weight loss. There's a lot of people, I don't want to disrespect anybody if you're in one of these other things or whatever, but everybody they have skincare, they have supplements. There was a CBD craze. Then there was a Bitcoin craze. There's all kinds of companies in this space that everybody has the same product. They're all fighting over the same people. We're not fighting with anybody. We just want to help you feel better, look younger, and make some crazy money. So this is the right place, the right space, and hey, with the right team, that's for sure. You can tell, fastest growing team in the industry. So activate your stem cells. Kim, talk about this if you want. Hey, Onyx, I'm not telling her what to do. She tells me what to do all the time. So come on, Kim.
Hey, rapid pain relief. That's one of the first things that people notice because like Matt said in the beginning, inflammation has a lot to do with everything that goes on in our body. And this starts to work on the inflammation. So supports wound healing. We have a lot of people that come to us that have gout, they have neuropathy, they have diabetes, and they have found that their body has helped them through this patch heal some of these things and get them better. So where they start feeling better, where they have more energy and vitality. I think the biggest thing that Matt and I feel, and a lot of people that are on this product, is feeling younger.
Yeah, mental clarity.
I feel like I could do anything. The energy, the mental clarity, sports performance. People say that after they work out, the recovery time is so much faster recovery from exercise. I'm going ahead of myself.
Come on, Kim, you're doing good.
And the skin appearance. I'm going to tell you, ladies, there's nothing like it. I've used every high-end skin care there is, and I have all the bottles to prove it. But the truth is, this product, even in the younger girls, they're starting to notice a change in their skin at 30 when you wouldn't think that you'd really notice. But as you age, obviously your skin starts to become crepey, the quality, the texture, and that is all cleared up. It is absolutely incredible. And also people with acne, that have the systemic acne, where they use the Accutane, the harmful drug to
Yeah.
get rid of it. Their acne clears up right away. That's one of the biggest things we've heard. So improving skin appearance around 3 months, you get a collagen boost from this, and it's like nothing you've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. So you need to try it just for that alone.
Just for that alone, watch. I'm going to show you. My people say, "Wow, you look younger." Here, I'm coming in for a tight shot. Look at the 66-year-old face getting younger every day. I hope you couldn't see that. Okay, here we go. Next page. Watch this. I love this test because
Okay, go ahead and explain this one.
Really, a 77-year-old woman was placed the patch on the back of her neck. That's where I wear mine. Wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off.
Where it was tested.
So here she is, her first session. She had almost no brain cell activity. Now I know, if you're 50, 60, 70 on your way up, you're like, why am I in this room? Now that could happen to you at 30, but it's crazy how you seem like hey, am I slipping a bit? No, of course you're not. Yeah, you are. So here, look, so there's the brain cell activities, right? So here we are 3 weeks in, session 2, and the bright lights show how it's working. So here's the activity. After 3 weeks on the patch, you could see the activity. And then 3 weeks later, 6 weeks in, and we have heard this. We have incredible testimonies. In fact, a lot of times you share the testimony, people say, no way, you have to experience this for yourself, because energy, clarity, alertness, a sense of well-being, that is what totally changes your life. And that's what it shows.
It does work on your brain. I have a lot of people say that it's been helping with anxiety and depression.
Yeah, that's coming up on the next.
Right.
Yeah,
and
next
because
slide.
of this brain activity, it's really helping.
Yeah, there it is. Right here. Now this is peer review, 80 case studies on Start. It's funny, it says startx39.com on the X39 patch, but the first few days, it starts to reset all 4,000 genes to a younger state. And that's how all of a sudden, some people put it on, we do have one patch wonders. A lot of people may feel in the first week, feel better, you're sleeping better, you got energy. If you do have chronic pain, remember, it detoxes you and and takes the inflammations out of your cells. The other thing that's really pretty cool is it's a non-transdermal patch. People say, well, what's in it? How does it work? It just sends that signal, right? The light bumps off, sends a signal to your brainstem to release your stem cells. That's what's cool. So within 6 weeks, Kim, you want to share some of that?
If I could read it.
Kim, if you could read it, watch this. Within 6 weeks, it helps your eyes. Steve and Gina Merritt have an incredible testimony. They went to their eye doctor, and their eye doctor told both of them that their eyes were getting better. So watch this. So your brain becomes balanced. That's another thing. This is what Kim was talking about. PSTD, anxiety. Yeah. It balances your right and left brain. So who doesn't want their brain balanced? That's what Steve says all the time. How could you share this with somebody and say, oh, you don't want your brain balanced, huh? No, it is incredible how that works. And then Kim was talking earlier about within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And it starts to, it is, that is hair growth. That's what Onyx talked about.
Yeah.
And then it starts to work on structural integrity, your muscles, your bones. That's
skin.
That's what I really can't explain is when I sat down in a restaurant, if we sat there for an hour and a half, I would always say, wouldn't I? Hey, let's get up before I stiffen up. My skeletal, my body, I can't believe how much younger I feel, but no pain whatsoever. So within 6 weeks, this is incredible. One of the case studies, this is all from peer-reviewed case studies, right? Let me see that. There we go. Watch this. Increased study. Now, this is 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months using X39. Now, we have the case studies you can get at Start X39 in the back office. And I love what David Schmidt says. He says, this is not anti-aging. This is age reversing. So totally off the chart. You want to make sure you get this patch on you and see what it does for you. So here we go. We're moving along fast tonight because, man, it shouldn't take that long to really explain, right? Literally $3.30 a day to get younger. It's like the fountain of youth. So
this is one of the best websites ever.
Kim loves this website. I love this. I love this because it only talks about the product. Not everybody wants to do the business side, but everybody needs X39. So there's 3 incredible videos on here. There's all the case studies, all the testimonies. You can do a shallow dive or a deep dive. What Onyx put together for us, guys, you don't have to think about, oh, I'm going to get in this business and I need to invent and make all these things and do all the back office and all the hard work it takes to do a startup, this is literally like a franchise where everything's already done for you. I mean, literally like a franchise. And I'll show you in the pages coming up where you really start building a right team and a left team, and you just continue to build little franchises, and we all work together. We all plug into Quantum Field website and training. And that's what really makes it so much easier. Right, Kim?
And put this website to work for you.
Yeah.
As soon as Matt and I share this product, whether it's friends or family, or it's a cold contact or a business person, as soon as we get done, by the time we hit the car, we've sent them this Start X39
Yes.
so that they can look at it. Use this to build your business. When you're out prospecting, or you're just out in your day in your nook and crannies, and you're out living your life, and you run into somebody that could use this product, then immediately say, hey, can I have your number? I have something that I want to send you, and immediately send them to startx39.com, and they will have all the information to look it over about the product, and then get them some patches, and they're off.
That's exactly, Kim, because that's what we do. And then we have their number, we have their name, and they have the information. Then we call them up. Hey, did you get a chance to watch it? So it's just a way to make a contact. We love it. This is all a result of the 331 system that we're going to talk about. So, hey, let's talk about how to wear the X39 patch. You wear it for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. We love it. We love to say, put it next to your toothbrush. So when you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you put on the patch. You go at night, you go brush your teeth, you take off the patch and throw it away. Then put a new patch on and then repeat. You can wear wear more than one patch a day. If a lot of times people put, like, if they have chronic pain, we put one on the neck, maybe one on your back until you start to get relief. So that's another thing you do. Drink plenty of water. This is a big biggie, because like I said, what stem cells do to your regular cells is they detox. Look at they're healing and repairing your body. Inflammation is the beginning of all sickness, pain, and disease. So it only makes sense that your stem cells heal your cells. They detox you and take the inflammation out of your cells. So make sure, guys, that you're drinking plenty of water. If you're drinking a lot of water, you're going to want to drink more water, because that's the amount of water your body's used to. If you're not drinking enough water, then drink twice as much as you are. Literally, that's where we're going with that. Hey, I love this part because we're coming into the testimony part. You can see these before and after pictures of people's faces. I've seen people in our team, their faces, their hair. You look at it, you swear it's doctored, and then you see the people or meet the people, and people go, wow, do you look younger? So Kim's going to introduce our testimonies tonight. We got some incredible testimonies. So go ahead.
We're super excited. So we have a great friend of ours, Doug and Pat Dalton, building a business with them. We've been friends
up in Michigan.
Yeah, shout out to Michigan and the team that's on here. And so we've been friends for maybe 15, 20 years with Doug and Pat, an incredible couple. And Doug has been we're going to let Doug share his testimony, but he's, been going through some personal challenges of his own, but coming out victorious. And thank God that we were able to bring this patch to him. Doug started using it pretty shortly after we did for like 10 months, maybe, Doug, almost 10 months.
Yeah. So Doug Dalton, come on and tell us your story.
And thank you that he had that patch to put on during what he's gone through, but we'd like to introduce to you Doug Dalton, a good friend of ours.
Okay, Doug, you got to unmute yourself and hit your screen.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And you can see me, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start this out real quick. A couple of thank yous. First of all, I love you guys. Thank you for your prayers. They are and have been very helpful. A shout out to David for his incredible humanitarian and inventor that he is. He's amazing. Onyx, the way to share and earn money by blessing people. What a fun way to do a business. Steve and Gina, well, what can we say? We would jump off a cliff for them, provided they jump ahead of us. Matt and Kim, definitely you're our extended family. Who got us on the X39, and you'll hear my story. So many others, especially my team. I call them my tribe, and there's probably about 10 of them on here tonight. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Now my story. Well, it starts last January. I had rotator cuff surgery. We switched tennis to pickleball, and softball started in May. Of course, I love sports. I had to play it. So I had the surgery. My arm was still weak the second, I'm sorry. My arm was still weak when I got into the beginning of the softball season. I could only throw the ball underhand from second base to first base. But I used to teach girls fast pitch softball, so I could do it okay, but not what I really needed to do. Well, Matt and Kim turned me on to this X39 patch about, I'm going to say late June. Sorry, May.
Early July, yep.
Early July, yes. And I put the patches on as soon as we got them. And believe it or not, 2 weeks later, I was throwing the ball from second to first, harder than I've thrown in 15 years without any pain. That was my first, what I call aha moment, but that was kind of a minor aha moment compared to later on. So August came along and I had a regular checkup and discovered that my heart was beating louder than normal. I had a heart murmur for 12 years. And so they wanted to do some tests. Well, they did the test. They found out that I had to have right carotid artery cleaned out, no stent, but cleaned out. So I scheduled it for early September. During that time, I had several CT scans and they all indicated I had 80% blockage of the main artery into my heart. And of course, a leaky valve. Now this is 2.5 months, two and a half months after I started patching. I did a lot of research. I started to believe in it after my first little aha moment, but then I get scheduled and I'm in OR, ready for heart surgery to put a stent in. They do a 45-minute cath test with a camera to see where they have to cut into the artery. 45 minutes, I hear the doctor, he's mumbling and he's moving from station to station. Then he leans over me and he says, Doug, we don't need to do surgery. Your heart is only 35, your artery is only 35% blocked.
Dang.
And your leaky valve isn't leaking anymore. That was my big aha moment.
Woo.
Okay, so you can imagine, I already said things to my 3 daughters and my wife. I said, you know, chances are good I'm getting through this, but if I don't, I want you to know I love you. Well, I was so relieved, and a week later, they scheduled the carotid artery surgery. This surgery was a little bit longer, no stent, but they cleaned it out. And this bump here was way out to here, 2 inches out, long scar. See the surgeon 2 weeks later, and he looks at it and he goes, Doug, you're like 71 going on 41. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, all of the swelling is completely gone and your scar tissue is indicating you're healing twice as fast. He said, what are you doing? I said, the only thing I'm doing is I'm wearing these X39 patches. He said, well, keep wearing them. Okay, so I get through that. November comes along and I have, I'm playing pickleball for about an hour and I get this piercing pain in my right side. I call Pat, she says, get to the doctor. I did. Doctor checks me for just 5 minutes, says, you got to get over to the hospital now. So I got in my car, drove over to the hospital. Pat met me there. 3 hours later, I had emergency appendectomy. Okay. So I'm feeling okay, great. 2 weeks later, I was back playing pickleball, by the way. So about that time, we get a pathology report and it said that I had a tumor in my appendix. The doctor said, this is extremely rare, hardly ever heard of. Tumor in my appendix. And the lymph node attached was stage 4 cancer. So naturally, what they decided to do, what they had to do, I guess, they scheduled in January, removing the right side of my colon, a third of my colon, and reattached it with titanium clips to my intestines. Well, anyway, path report comes back, and I had no cancer inside my colon and other organs, by the way. They did a full upper GI. No cancer, but the 2 of the 23 lymph nodes were stage 3 cancer. Turns out those 2 of the 23 were closest to my appendix. I forgot to tell you, my appendix burst when I went into OR, so they had to do a whole lower GI. So I kind of figured it spread to that area. God works in mysterious ways, let me tell you. Big believer. Okay, so they schedule in January surgery to take out my colon. They do a path test, and I don't know, 7 days later, that's when they told me that only 2 of the lymph nodes. Well, they scheduled chemo for me. So again, I had to have another surgery. I had it in my upper area right here, a cut where they put in a port to administer the chemo and the other drugs that they put in, steroids and so forth. So I've been on chemo for 4 months. I've kept a log right here. You probably can't see what I wrote, but I kept a logbook of all these surgeries and my chemo. And actually, my daughter Annie is and her soon-to-be fiance, they are putting a blog on for me, a live blog on the internet, and it's pretty cool. But all I want to do is help people. I want to help people who are having surgery, had surgery, or going through what I'm going through right now with this chemotherapy. It's no fun, but I got to tell you, and I can't tell you that our patches cure, diagnose, or treat any disease. We can't tell you that. Try to convince me otherwise. So after all the experiences I've gone through. So with all that being said, here's the rest of my story, as Paul Harvey used to say. I had the infusion this afternoon. I've got the port entry infusion the next 2 days. That's Friday morning. I'm scheduled to play in a pickleball tournament on Saturday morning, mixed doubles. Now, how many people do you know can do something like this? This has been totally convincing to me, quite frankly. My daughter even made a shirt for me. It says on it, for this tournament, it says, I survived Vietnam, kids, grandkids, and in bright bold letters, cancer. And on the back is my website with an X39. I know I'm going to grab some attention, but if I can help one person in that tournament, go to the startx39.com website, then I think I'm doing my job that God has given me to do through all of this hiccup in my life. And the only thing I want to end this with is just to say my road leading to success is a spiritual commitment with God through prayer, a positive attitude. I'm always active. I stay active. Loving support from family and friends and their prayers, and patches, baby. Turn it back over to you.
Come on, great job, Doug. Wow, incredible.
Wow.
We love to hear that. I've heard it a few times, Doug, life-changing, tear-jerking testimonies. We've been talking about that since the beginning, right, Kim? We hear these every day, and we are so blessed to have you as a friend and to hear your story and how well your body is healing, is starting to heal itself through the power of X39.
And a lot of people, Doug didn't share it, but real quick, a lot of people ask, is he patching during chemo? And he's not patching during the chemo, but he has a 1 or 2 week break, and in that time he patches, and then he goes off when he's having the chemo. So a lot of people ask that, Doug.
And
so
we check with your doctor. We always say that. So hey, here we go.
Check with your doctor, and remember, you guys, X39 is not what's healing Doug. What an amazing testimonial! But that's the power of God, and that's the power of your amazing body. It's beautiful to see. It's lovely to hear when I see that. But this product does not cure, heal, or mitigate anything, including Doug. It's Doug's body that healed itself. And what a beautiful thing. Amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Yes. So the next testimony we have, which is an incredible testimony also, is Bronwyn Manzer. We're looking forward to this Bronwyn, and Matt and I got a chance to speak with her today, and we're super excited about this testimony. So come on, Bronwyn. You can unmute yourself. You'll be ready to go.
If you can click the camera, click the mute, and you'll be in. Let's see if we got you.
I love it. Matt is training technology. What is
Hey, how about that? This old carpenter has got it.
Okay.
Well, hey, you know what?
Just
If she
keep going.
pops on, here we
She's
go.
coming.
Oh,
There we go. Hi.
Oh, Bronwyn,
Hello
welcome.
from Northern California.
Woo!
I am super, super excited to be here tonight. Excuse me. Dakota.
I love that.
She's gonna share the camera with me, which is perfectly fine.
You don't want me on the camera.
But no, that's okay. But anyway, I want to just say I've never gotten real excited about any product that I've ever used. Okay. Like it's just not something I do. I have other interests, but consumerism is not really just something that I get really excited about. But I got to tell you my story. It's absolutely incredible. So this amazing little girl right here, I adopted her in June. I've had her since she was 7 months old. I also have 4 grown sons and 15 grandchildren. I'm 61, and about 2 years ago, I got COVID really bad. I ended up with post-COVID syndrome, just had a myriad of symptoms as a result of that. And then in August, I got hit with COVID again and got really, really sick. I ended up with all at once, lupus, scleroderma, and Hashimoto's. Okay. I was in the last 2 years, tons of pain, just excruciating pain day and night, extreme insomnia, going 2 days with 0 sleep very frequently, extreme nausea. I lost almost 40 pounds in a matter of 2.5 months. I couldn't eat. I mean, I was going days without any food. And very, very bad fog. I was forgetting close relatives, kids. I was forgetting my grandkids' names. I was not functional at all. Like I was not functioning. It was truly, truly awful. And about 3.5 weeks ago, so I'm a newbie. I was just introduced to this. A friend of mine randomly contacted me. I think she knew I was a little bit sick, but she had no idea. There was a few times when I literally, I have this little girl. It's just her and I literally a few times thought that I might not make it. We had just gone through a complicated adoption. And I literally thought a few times I was going to leave her on this earth with nobody to care for her. I mean, it was that serious. I was in and out of the doctors, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, about 3.5 weeks ago, maybe a little more than 3.5 weeks ago, my friend Abby contacted me. Now, she did not have a clue how sick that I have been. And she contacted me and she told me about the X39, the patch, and told me about just about the patch itself and about the business opportunity, all that. And so I patched right away, and literally within 48 hours, I got the best night of sleep I've had in at least a decade. And I knew I slept good because I looked out, I could see there was a little part in my curtains and I could see sunlight. I actually slept all night, which was shocking. And then that was within 48 hours. And then I also, just like Onyx, I was having dreams and I could remember my dreams and I was floored. I don't remember the last time that I had, and it was a good dream. It was a good dream. And I've been dreaming since then. And they've been really good dreams. Okay, now I have no pain, like there's 0 pain. My brain fog is gone. I'm able to eat now, which is wonderful. I actually am getting nutrition. And this is what is shocking. Okay. Now, admittedly, I have not been a fitness buff, but I got to share this with you. About a week into getting the patch, I just wanted to start power walking. So my kiddo and I started power walking. Right now, my car's broke down. It's in the shop. So, we're walking, we're doing a lot of walking the last couple of weeks. And so, but I started power walking. Well, then about 2 weeks after I started patching, I was power walking and I thought, I want to run. Like, I'm 61. I have not run a lap since high school. I've always hated running. And I also have asthma, pretty severe asthma. I've never been able to walk fast without starting to wheeze. Okay, literally, I've never been able to walk fast without wheezing. I've been hospitalized for asthma. I've never been a smoker ever, but I've had asthma since I was 6 years old. And so anyway, this literally about a week and a half ago, I thought I want to start running. And I started I'm doing walk runs, and I get up at 5 a.m. to do my first walk. I'm doing 2 to 3 of them a day. And I do laps around, we have an outdoor shopping center. It's not like a mall, but it's pretty close to my house. So I walk over there and walk around the whole complex once or twice. And I do a walk run. I do my first walk run at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I do another one like in the middle of the day. And a lot of times I'll do one at night. And I am shocked. I am amazed. I'm just like, I feel so good. I have good energy. I'm, last time I have kind of a little joke that I've been telling to people is the only running I've had since high school is chasing rogue, very fast toddlers, because I raised 4 boys and I've had this one since she was seven months old. That, I just have not been really into fitness. I'm feeling so, it's really miraculous. The other thing is I lost about half of my hair. I have balding now along the sides, which I won't show you, but my hair's coming in. Like I'm getting, like my hair's coming in. And I can't even begin to tell you how this has changed.
That is absolutely
I feel like
incredible.
I have a totally new lease on life. And, my little girl, it just broke my heart to think I was in bed all the time. We homeschool. This last year has been awful trying to keep on top of homeschooling. And the last few weeks we're doing great with our homeschooling. And I'm floored. I can't even say enough about it. And like I said, I'm a pretty hard sell. I don't get real excited about any product I've ever used in my life. So it's not
I can see why you're so excited now. That is an
that's what we're
absolutely
seeing.
Incredible testimony. Doug's and your testimony are enough right there. We could just shut the call down. Everybody get your application out, fill it out, $3.30 a day to get younger, feeling great. Hey, jogging around the block didn't happen to me when I put the patch on, but maybe it could. So, hey, thank you guys for your testimonies. That was off the chart. We're going to get zipping through the rest of this. We love to get done within an hour, respecting everybody's time. And thank you guys for your testimonies. Those were off the chart. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to listen to those again. Those are really, really life-changing testimonies. And like Onyx says, your body healed itself. It wasn't the patch. So here we go. Hey, what is the most important thing in your life? I love this one because Kim and I, with all of our 8 grandbabies and more on the way, family is the most important thing in most people's lives. And time, we love to have time. Our lives are our time is so chewed up anymore, and everybody is so busy. So what a great business you can actually give you. It actually gives you both time and money. And when you have time and money, you have freedom. Kim and I experienced that.
Freedom to do this business anywhere you want. You can be anywhere in the world and do this business. You can be sitting on the beach. You can be with the people that you love. The freedom to be able to choose.
Yeah, that is off the chart. Hey, we don't know what your hot buttons are. You do have to figure out, why would you do something else? I know that things are tight. I talk to people every day. We do the 331 system. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So we talk to people about where they're at in their life and how you doing, how's things, are you looking for a side hustle, travel, better health, less debt. Yeah. But you could see, I heard a statistic that was kind of blew me away. It said that 57% of Americans could not find $1,000 in case of emergency. And that's what we want to talk about now, guys. We are going to talk about where we're going and where we want to go with you. And we want to get the money monkey off your back. Kim and I know, when we got involved in this years ago, it fixed our life. It changed our life, our legacy forever. So, that's what we want to talk about here.
For you.
And it can, yes, it can. If this carpenter and his stay-at-home mom can do it, and Steve and Gina Merritt, she was a flight attendant, and Steve was a barefoot water skier. So, hey, if these guys can get free, you can get free too. So the potential of the stem cell industry, stem cell therapy is becoming more popular, as we talked about before. Everybody's talking about it. People are realizing the importance of stem cell. I think that stem cell technology is like the future of health, the future of medicine even. Everyone's talking about it. Every time we mention it, anytime anybody mentions this to a doctor or a healthcare professional, they go, what is it? Now, what is it again? Everybody, it's the buzz and everybody wants to go. So you can see here, we're at a $200 million industry, getting ready to go to a $300 million industry.
Billion.
So you can kind of, $200 million to $300 billion. Thanks, Kim, for tightening me up. And so here's how you build it. It's called a binary plan. Binary means you get two. So you start building teams. You almost start building like franchise. So you got two people on your left and two people on your right, and they're going to do the same thing that you just did. So you can kind of see what happens. You can earn up to 20. Everybody goes underneath everybody, and everybody counts for everybody. So just so you know, when you do 600, every one of these sleeves has points tied to it. It's $100, right? So that's $3.30 a day. There's 77 points tied every time one of these moves under your computer number, whether you know the people or not. That's part of everybody knows everybody, and everybody counts for everybody. So what happens is when every time 4 sleeves moves on one of your sides, then there we go. Every time a sleeve moves on your short side, that's over 300 points, right? And you make $50. That happens up to 500 times in a week. And that equals $25,000, $50 every time 4 sleeves move on your short side. Hey, the person that got you on will explain more than that, but does anybody have a cap at their job at $25,000 a week? I think not. So we're building teams, building franchises, if you will, because when you start somebody, they start a right and left team, and they plug totally into the system, into what Onyx and Steve and Gene are putting together for us. And everyone just duplicates everybody. And our business is turning into thousands and thousands and thousands of people from the 96 people we put in so far. And that's crazy. We've been working hard, but with testimonies like ours, you'll see how easy it is, like Kim said, to sponsor people with the stem cell technology you have in your hand. I love this too, because nobody left behind, no soldier left behind. It's not like we get you started, you fill out the order form, we slap you on the back and say, hey, congratulations, go get them, Tiger. No, we all plug into the system. We have the Monday night calls, the Wednesday night calls, the Friday noon calls, and the Saturday training calls. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But when you sponsor somebody in the business, when you make, let's just pick small numbers, but you can pick any number you want. I know this is easy math. When you help somebody make $1,000, $100,000, or $1 million a year, if you help them make $1,000 a week, then you make $250 a week. If that's Jim sponsors Mary and she makes $1,000 a week, then you make $200 a week. If Mary sponsors Jim and Jim makes $1,000 a week, then you make $200 a week. So it pays 3 generations lower, 3 generations deep. And the other way, the binary, where they count the points, that caps out at $25,000 a week, and this has no cap. So that's what's incredible. It's like when you sponsor somebody, that's why we say, make a list of everybody you know and put your closest friends and family on top. Don't let your friends and family miss this opportunity for better health and better wealth. We have these gifting envelopes. You can see them right here. This is part of the 331 that I was going to tell you about. What we do is we share this product with 3 people a day. We follow up with 3 people a day, and we invite at least one to a Zoom call. And now while you're doing that, usually with me, I'll call you up and I'm so excited about the business. I'll have the application out and I'll tell them what it's done for us. I tell them what the patch has done for our friends. And I say, you've got to get your spot in the tree, because I'm going to put 100 people in underneath here. We're all going to, hey, it's going to be so easy to do. We're all going to keep sponsoring people, but we want to make sure that your friends and your family get their spot in the tree. So I love these gifting envelopes. Because it has where to wear it and what to expect. You could put 3 to 7 patches in there, and that's how we share every day. Kim and I both, 331 system. That's what Onyx has put together, and it works. Onyx still does it every day. Here we go. And this is what we love too. We love this. And when people ask, well, how do I get trained? What do I do? If people call me with a question, I say, did you watch Build 331? Did you go to the build331.com? Because there are 9 steps in there. And it tells you exactly what to do, how to contact, how to invite, how to follow up, how to get paid, everything you need to know, the comp plan, all short videos in there that have training that you can watch, you can pause, you can take notes, but it teaches everybody on your team so that you don't have to do the training. We love the build331.com system. Thanks again, Onyx, for putting it together. Absolutely incredible. We're so glad Onyx got in a few years ago, and I know it was tough when you first get started. And now everything's put together so anybody on this call can go out, help their friends improve their health, and make some crazy money on the side. So here it is, right here. This is it. The time is now. Make your move. I mean, when I say make your move, I'm talking about this. Are you serious about your dream? Think about what your job is not getting on. That's when Kim and I got started in the industry years ago. We had put our dreams on the shelf, 2 kids in college, 2 on the way. We were just in the survival mode. But then we started finding success in the industry. I always loved the industry from a young age. I heard about it, and I don't know if you understand it. And people say, oh, it's one of those things. I say, look, if you knew what I knew about direct sales, you'd already be doing it, because this isn't perfect. It's just better than anything I've ever seen before. Hey, do you have any other options? Is anybody else calling you on the phone saying, hey, we're gonna make you younger and help you get the money monkey off your back? Probably not. Your boss isn't saying it. Do you want to be paid free and financially free? So there's some questions for you right now. It's time to make your move. There's the application I was talking about. There's 4 different ways to get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to get started. We never talk about the first one, bronze, because it's $125. You get one sleeve and they charge you $24 to be able to buy it wholesale.
And if you're on this call and you have somebody sharing this business with you and you're serious about being in business, the Diamond Kit's where you want to go.
It
If you're
is.
serious about building a business, where can you get into a
Right.
business for $1,700 plus?
If you start a
change?
landscaping business, it costs more than that for a weed whacker. But we usually start people at gold or diamond.
Yep.
Gold is 5 sleeves. You have to be at the gold level to get paid.
Mhm.
The person that got you on the call will explain that to you. But we also love the diamond level because it brings your sleeve price down to 84, so that you'll have more patches to share with the people that you
Put
love.
you in a position to win.
That's the one. And you get bigger bonuses. So if you get in at the gold level and somebody gets in a diamond underneath you, you make 200. But if you get in at the diamond level and somebody gets in a diamond underneath you, then you make 500. So counsel with the person. We don't want to oversell you, but we do want to let you know the best way to get in, as Kim said, is the diamond level. This is the connection card. So, hey, pull your phone out, take a snapshot of this, hit the QR codes, the Start X39 website's there. We suggest that you get on the Facebook page, Quantum Field X39 team. You want to join, search for Onyx Cole YouTube page.
All
That-
the videos.
All the
are out there.
videos are there, all the resources you need to
trainings.
build it. Hey, the Quantum Field team testimonies, the next one, those are off the chart. You can do a search and whatever testimonies are out there. We let people do that. We don't send those out, but we just use our personal testimonies, and then the build331.com QR codes. Hey, again, Steve and Gina Onyx, incredible getting you to the information. Guys, we cannot find you. You have to find the team. And when you find the team, then we'll start to recognize you and understand where we're going. So you got to plug in 100%, be on the Monday night calls. We're going to talk about that in a minute. As a matter of fact, here we go, Friday at noon. We love these guys.
Yes.
Devin and Sarah Robinson. I almost named the brothers. And these two we love these guys because they're younger, they're full of energy. We always copy their Zooms and send them out to our friends because they are so on fire and this product's changing their life. They are incredible business builders and making crazy money. I can't tell you how much. Great leaders in the business.
And their
Devin,
kids
Sarah
are in the
Robinson.
background doing kid stuff like all of us have,
Yeah.
they're living their
Yes.
life while they're building their business. And that's what's so awesome.
So true, Onyx.
That is awesome. Here
They
we
make
go.
it look easy, by the way.
Yeah, we know about them young kiddo stuff. That's tough. That's fun time in your life there. Hey, Thursday night, if you know anybody in Spanish, I love what Onyx says. 3 or 4% of LifeWave business is Hispanic. It's usually 20 to 25%. So guys, we need your help. If you speak Spanish, if you know anybody in the Spanish community, make sure that you plug into Mike and Sai Hernandez every Thursday night. These guys are on fire.
Mhm.
I love their energy, their enthusiasm, their training, and they are just, hey, the knowledge they have in the industry, they've been in the industry for years and making crazy money, absolutely off the chart. So, hey, X39 launch event, this is a big deal. It's coming up this Saturday. Starts at 1:00.
No, this is Tallahassee.
Oh, this is Tallahassee. Well, we got one more in there. I see what's going
We
on.
have
I
a
can
meeting
read.
coming up.
Yeah, they got a meeting come up, another meeting. That's incredible. So if you know anybody in the Tallahassee, Florida area, May 21st. And so there's the information for that. I know Steve sends messages out too. So if you know anybody up in that area, make sure they know about this event coming up May 21st. What's today's date?
The
Yeah.
17th.
17th. Okay. So yeah, 4 days from now.
Yep.
Here we go. This is what I jumped ahead on. I was so excited about the 90-day run to This Is It convention. We're going to talk about the convention too, but we got a 90-day run. Official launch event is 3-hour training. It starts Saturday at 1:00, May 20th. That's this Saturday. Make sure you get everybody that you know on, because you could look at this lineup of leaders, all senior presidential directors and above.
And we have
I guess
some
above-
new, when we
above
have some
means-
new senior presidential
Yes, we do.
here on the list.
Above means above in cash. But I'm just saying, you want to get on. You want to make sure you get on and learn from your leaders. Hey, what are people doing and saying to hit these incredible ranks and this and incredible freedom that this business can start to give you financially, not let alone physically.
Well,
Here
if
we
you're
go.
brand new tonight, I'll tell you what, you spend the
Please.
3 hours with us on Saturday, you're going to jumpstart your business into the fast lane. Get out of the way. So, And if you're not brand new tonight, you know what these events can really do for you. So I'm looking forward to spending
And they
time with
speed
everybody.
by, they go so fast.
Hey,
There's
Onyx,
just so much
promote the
information.
This Is It convention. I know you're
Yes,
super excited
please.
about that, please.
I am absolutely over the moon about the This Is It convention. In fact, we did a giveaway last week, and then we announced that we were going to do one on tonight's show. So, or tonight's event. And so even though Steve and Gina aren't here, we still drew 3 sleeves. And so my winner for the X39 sleeve, because it's somebody who signed up for the convention on either Saturday or Sunday. So that's what we'd said on Saturday's training call. Anybody who signed up on Saturday or Sunday, we would give away 3 sleeves. So the winner that I picked was Sarah Davis. So Sarah, I'll be dropping a sleeve of X39.
Yep, and my person is Dawn
Yes, yes.
Bamberg.
Say it one more time.
Congratulations, Dawn Bamberg.
Bamber. Okay, great.
We'll make sure she gets her sleeve, and mine is Winfred Ashby. Congratulations
Congratulations,
for all
everybody.
you sleeve winners. That's incredible.
It's fantastic. And one of the things I tell everyone is use this free product, pay it forward.
Yes.
Use it to build your business. So I talked to Steve and Gina tonight and I said, can we do it again? And they said, what? I said, can we do it again? And they said, okay, Onyx, if you want to do it again, you can. I said, of course I do. Of course I do. So we're going to do another drawing for anybody who signs up for the This Is It convention from tonight until we'll say noon on Saturday. So we'll do the drawing on the Saturday 3-day long event, or sorry, 3-day long. Steve would keep us talking that long, 3-hour long event. So that starts at 1 o'clock Eastern on the event. So if you're not signed up for the convention, I encourage you to sign up. It's $150. It's the This Is It convention. Gina named it. I think it's a fantastic name because I find we're all saying, this is it, this is it, this is it. We say it all the time when we talk about this amazing product, the X39. So it'll be Friday night. We'll have a leadership for 4 to 6 for all of our senior directors and above. We're starting our 90-day run for our senior directors and above on Saturday. And then we'll train Friday night. We'll train all day on Saturday, and we'll break bread. We'll have lunch and dinner together on Saturday. So it's a really wonderful time. You will come out of there stuffed up, overflowing, and ready to build yourself a massive business. I tell everyone, the person who brings the most people in their team will win. And the reason that is because you may get something amazing from somebody standing on stage and they speak right into your heart, and it's exactly the thing that you needed to light your business on fire. But you go home and start to call your teammates and tell them that thing that lit your heart on fire, while it was fantastic for you, it was 10 degrees off what the person in your business needed to hear. And they might have needed to hear something from somebody completely different to light their business on fire. So I encourage you, get the people, get your people in there. There's nothing, it's so fun. This is the most amazing group of people. We had so much fun in Aruba. The Quantum Field organization dominated the Aruba event, and it was really great to spend time together. So we're going to wrap this up tonight. I know we're just at 9:04. So whoever invited you on this call tonight, you want to get back to them, whether they sent you a link or they sent you an enrollment form, and you want to get yourself signed up in the business. As Matt and Kim said, don't buy more than you can afford. Come in at what you can afford, and you can always upgrade. It's no problem at all. We're looking forward to being business partners with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. And Matt and Kim, thank you so much. It was fantastic tonight. I had a great time. I knew I would.
Hey, it's our pleasure. We have a ball doing the business. Looking forward to meeting all you guys and giving you a hug at the This Is It convention. Come up. We want to meet you. We're one big family. We don't get to see everybody all the time. So that's what I love about convention. I know from the beginning, if you want to, hey, everyone that's successful in the business in this industry is at all the conventions and on all the Zooms and so on. So guys, I can't wait to hug your neck and see you at the next convention. So, hey, we are fired up. That's it for tonight. Kim wants to say goodbye. Love you guys.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody. Looking forward to meeting you and getting to hug your neck, like he said. And it's been great time with you tonight. You have been on an amazing opportunity. This business is right place, right time. Don't waste the time. Grab a hold of it and run.
All right.
And
Great
we'll see
job.
everybody
Thanks, guys.
well, we'll see everybody tomorrow night in Spanish, 8 p.m.,
Yep.
Friday at noon. And then, of course, Saturday for a 3-hour training. It's going to knock your socks off. Have a
Awesome.
great night, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Onyx. All right,
Bye.
guys.